double smoked?
Yeah.
You got it. Just one of those?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for you guys?
That's it.
All right. I'll see you up here for 9:40.
She doesn't even have to look at the bill when she's with me. Because I'm gonna read it out loud. It's 180.
Telling my girlfriend he has to pay for our date.
Babe, I forgot my wallet.
So I think your half was like $7.50.
You're talking about my half.
For the coffee and the breakfast, because you know how I paid.
Oh.
Your half was like $7.50. Yeah.
I'm gonna pay you back.
Yeah.
I just left it at home. You ain't got your purse?
I do.
Did you bring your money?
No. You said you were gonna bring me.
Yeah, that I'd bring you. Then I'm not paying.
Yeah. If that's cool.
Oh, I don't have any money.
You don't have monies?
No.
I'll take Venmo, Cash App.
Okay.
I only have lip gloss in there.
We're about to be washing dishes.
No. But they have a bathroom.
How you don't got no money? You don't have no money.
Well, I don't have money, so I can't pay for it.
Well, then I'm just gonna drive off.
No, because I'm gonna pay for it with your
What do you go to work for if you don't have money? What do you spend it on?
Or Bitcoin. I take Bitcoin, Ethereum, like any crypto, to be honest.
What is?
You're paying.
No, you're paying. Give me my
What do you
card
spend
back.
your money on? Do you
What
not
do
have money?
I
you
do.
Can't pay it for me?
Give me my card. Give me my
No.
card. Or fine, get out of my car.
You're that broke, you can't pay for my drink.
No, you're paying.
I'm not paying.
Yes, you are. I'm just driving off. I'm tired. I
They
spent too much money on
know.
it.
Baby, I'm kidding.
Inagata vida, honey. Don't you know that what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here today on the channel. We have a few clips we're going to be going over, so we're going to go ahead and just get it started. If you could like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hey, how's it going? My name's Ratboy. Let's get into it.
If you've been wondering where are all the good men, I actually have some homework for you. Start to find and pay attention to the qualities that you love in the men who are around you. The men you know, the men you don't know, the guy at the grocery store who asks to help carry your stuff out to your car. You say, where are all the good men? I already know that you are in a pattern of looking for negative qualities in men, and you're finding them. So start looking for the good men and
That they're not attracted to these good men. These good men do not tickle their fancy. They don't give them the warm and fuzzies. These good men that are good men that would actually be great, you know, actually be great husbands, be great in a relationship, could possibly provide, protect for these women. These women don't want anything to do with them because they fail to meet these women's silent standards. We've talked about silent standards. It's the standards that the women don't really talk about a whole lot when they're trying to find a simp, a special simp, you know, to bankroll their life in the later years once they get done getting pumped and dumped by random dudes. And that is the silent standards that have always been the case. The 6 foot tall, 6'4" now. I don't know if you know, you got to be 6'4" to qualify for a lot of these women. You have to have the 6-figure income, which is usually over 250K. If you make 100K, you're not gonna be you know, valued in these women's eyes. You got to make at least 250K for these women. You got to have the 6-pack. You got to be completely shredded to even be recognized in a lot of instances by some of these women. These women, if you don't have these 6-pack abs, which I don't know how it is insanely hard to keep a 6-pack, but look, if you want these high quality women, if you want a woman like this, you gotta have a 6-pack, dude. You gotta have it ready. You gotta be completely dehydrated to make sure those ribs pop out. You gotta get every ounce of muscular tension poking out for these women. Because if you're not pulling your A game, okay, if you're not on the top, if you're not at the top of your game, you're not gonna wife up women like this, okay? It's just not gonna happen. These amazing catches, okay, these 10 out of 10s, you won't be able to wife these women up, unfortunately.
He doesn't want you. That's why he's not making plans with you. I got a lot of single girlies in this family, and we did have this chat last year, but it seems like we need another one. And of course I can speak on this because this is how I got wifed up and had all of you, my kids. If you're like, I can't tell if he likes me. He doesn't. Listen to me. If he wanted you, you would know. He would do anything. He would swim through shark-infested waters. He would move heaven and earth. He would walk barefoot on broken glass just to get to you. If he wanted you. He's not calling because he doesn't want you. He's not texting you because he doesn't want you. I know I sound harsh, but sometimes a mother needs to give tough love. You've heard it before. If he wanted to, he would. Because if he wanted to, he would. Here's the mindset switch though. A man will really love a woman when she really loves herself. When she really prioritizes herself. Take your power back. Take it. You are not a desperate loser. When you love yourself so much more than you love them, I promise you, the right one will come along. You are that bitch. I love you.
Nobody cares. Nice hat.
You know, I think she's onto something here. She just told her followers that they're not pathetic losers. And you know what? I can't say that I agree. I'm not sure. If you have to tell yourself you're not a pathetic loser, then yeah, maybe you're doing something wrong. Yeah, he's not calling you back because he's already smashed, and now he's done. He's done with you. He's moved on to better things. Okay, to better, tighter things, less ran through things, younger, more you know, just better to be around things that have better attitudes, less trauma, those types of things. He's moved on to those types of things, you know, things with, you know, smaller but firmer, he's moved on. Okay. The guy's moved on. Okay. He's got another woman. He's got a few more women. He is completely satisfied with where he is right now. And he is not looking back. These men never look back. They're always looking forward. They're looking forward for the next best thing. And so these women are coping. They are not understanding why these guys aren't texting back, why they're not making plans with, you know, with them, why they're not going to dinner, why they're not buying them gifts anymore. Well, it's because, I mean, these women are not worth buying gifts for. I mean, let's just throw it out there. Look, she's sitting on the ground talking to an iPhone. Can we just stop living in the delirium here? She is telling her many followers, which I don't know how many there are. There might be a good bit. Because women love hearing stuff like this. I don't know if you know, but women love hearing these self-affirmations. Everywhere from he would swim through shark-infested waters, he would travel the moon and the earth to be by your side. But unfortunately, the men they're going after are all going to treat them like this because these men all have other options. Okay, these men have so many options. They do not really care about the woman they pumped and dumped the week before. He's not even thinking about that woman anymore. She is the last thing he's thinking about. He's thinking about the strange, the new, the woman he's going to meet that night is what he's thinking about. And you have to ask yourself, well, where did all these men go? Why are these men not doing what men do, which is approaching and going after women that they find attractive and trying to get with women and wife them up and start a family? Why aren't men doing this anymore? Like, people are asking these questions. Why would they? Why would they, whenever the expectation is that, oh, well, if he was for you, he would swim shark infested waters. But since he's not for you, go ahead and fool around with him a little bit. See if he can pay some of your bills. Make sure to get those fancy dinners paid as well. Buy you some clothes, and then whenever he gets tired of you, he's going to ghost you and move on, and you're going to be stuck with the dating guru, the lifestyle coach, telling you that you're not a pathetic loser. Again, if you have to tell yourself that, I think you got some bigger issues. Okay, I don't know if you should be calling your subscribers, telling them they're not pathetic losers. But I don't know. That's just me. There's not very much we can extrapolate from that previous clip, but what we can take from it is that the expectations are to the moon. These women have brainwashed themselves into thinking that any man that isn't willing to endanger their life, endanger their finances, endanger their being, in order to be with these women, then these men aren't for them. They need to, wait until they're in their 40s and their 50s until they find the man of their dreams, their soulmate, their twin flame, their one and only. I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, just keep waiting. I mean, he's got to be right around the corner, He's right around the corner, you guys.
Here's what you're gonna do if he doesn't want you anymore. You're gonna have a conversation with him first. It's gonna go something like this. Thank you so much for being honest with me. Thanks for not leading me on. I really appreciate this conversation and I wish you the best. You're gonna walk out of that house. You are not going to fight for him. We don't fight for people that don't want us. We also don't hate them. You're gonna go to a friend's house and you're gonna cry your eyes out because it's gonna hurt really bad. And that's totally okay. But you are not gonna show him. You are also not going to be petty. And I'm emphasizing this. Pettiness is a sign of weakness and we are not weak. It is very common for girls to be petty and we are not common girls. We're actually one of a kind and we're gonna show him that. You are never gonna be in touch with him again. He's gonna see that. He's gonna be shocked by that. And you're gonna teach him something that day. For the first time in his life, he's gonna actually realize who the fuck you are. That you are not a joke and forever he will take you serious. Because he saw that you knew who the fuck you were, that you never did wrong by him, that you were an adult, and that you were one of a kind. And he's gonna regret leaving you. And that's too bad.
Whoa, hey fellas, I changed my mind. These front seat minivan videos, they go kind of hard now, honestly, not gonna lie. They're back for revenge. They're back for revenge. They're gonna they're gonna walk out that door and they're not gonna come back. Okay, fellas? Okay, once you pump and dump these women, they are just gonna leave and you will never see them again. I think that was the point, right? I mean, you have to get out of there pretty quick. He's got someone else coming in right after you, so you kind of don't want to bump into each other in the door, A lot of trauma comes with being completely discarded time and time again. You start to develop it. You don't see it at first. A lot of women don't see the trauma at first after it happens the first couple times. And then it keeps happening. And it keeps happening. It's kind of like the water that drops on the rock. At first it doesn't make, it doesn't really matter. But after centuries and centuries of this water dropping on this rock, the rock starts to form and you start to see the water will actually change the shape of this rock over long periods of time because the same thing is happening to it. Okay, and this can be applied to a lot of women that are doing modern dating. They're doing online dating. They're meeting a lot of random men, which if you're a woman on a dating app, you can get 50-60 matches a day, and you're going through one man every night, and so that's you're racking up over 300 bodies in just a year. So this isn't out of the ordinary, and you're probably saying, oh, well, not every woman does that. You're right. Not every woman does that, but it is done. I mean, it is done. Women will do this just for a place to sleep so they don't have to pay rent. They will hop around to different dudes on dating apps just so they don't have to pay rent. And it's a common occurrence. So these guys are using dating apps like they are supposed to be used. They're meeting these women. They are, getting the one thing that they can get from these women, the one thing they're offering, the one thing that you would think these women wouldn't give up so easily. I'm not sure why they're having these nighttime visits with all these men so easily, but here we are. They're just giving it away. In a relationship, there's a certain course it needs to take. You have to get to know the person. You have to court the person. You have to understand the person. Get to know them on a mental level and an emotional level. There's a lot of things that need to happen, and then the physical stuff comes later. Way later. But a lot of women, what they will do is, in order to try to keep these men, what they'll do is they will go ahead and jump into the physical the very first night. They'll be in the bedroom thinking that is going to keep the man. Oh, well, if I give him some of this first, then he's not going to run off like all the other guys. And they just don't understand that is not how it works. These guys, as soon as you give that to them, they understand what type of woman you are, and they are going to run in the opposite direction. They know exactly what types of women these are that are doing this. And a lot of women that are on dating apps, a lot of women that are on social media that have that social media habit, they're addicted to the likes and the shares and the reactions. These women are going to be the women who are going to hop in bed the fastest. because they're looking for that validation. They want to keep this guy they found on Tinder, this top tier dude that meets all those silent standards, and they're gonna try to keep him, and that's the only way they can do it is by spreading their legs. And it never works. It never works. And then they're in their front seat of their minivan making threats. She will not be returning to that house. She will not be calling him. She will be going ghost. It's like, okay, great. That's exactly what these guys wanted. That's exactly what these guys have been wanting this whole time, actually. And you're giving it to them. Stay away from women like this. Stay away. Okay, if you do decide to date, get their social medias, look at what they're posting. I cannot say that enough. I think it gives you a very, very large insight into their mindset and how they view the world is how they interact with their social media. 100%. You can definitely find that out so easily. But if I were you, I would just stay away from these types altogether.